Alphabets in beautiful way. Writing alphabets in beautiful way.
Okay, great. What about others?
I'm writing headings or subheadings in a specific pattern.
Okay. Okay, great. So basically, calligraphy is something which you do with a special kind of tool. Okay. Uh, and it's a way of writing beautifully. Okay, it's not your normal writing, but it's something different. So let me show you some of my work, which I just grabbed my notebooks and all. Let me show you that. This is how you can write with calligraphy, the one which we are going to learn today. Okay, I'll tell you the name of that calligraphy and all. So this is one of my work of for calligraphy. This is another type of calligraphy which is known as your Gothic calligraphy, broad edge calligraphy. Okay, can you read this? Just give it a read.
Ma'am, can you please pin yourself so that your screen will become a little bigger?
Is it love? Love?
Yes, correct. I am not getting that option. I don't know why. I only have this full screen option. So you can pin myself. Just tap on this three dots, ellipsis, and then pin it. Okay? Everyone do it. Yes, correct. You're absolutely correct. This is love. Can you read this one now?
I have crossed ocean of time to find you.
Yes, correct. Okay, so you guys can read. Yes, next.
Queens.
Yeah. Smile. And this is Arabic calligraphy. And okay, read this one.
Birds born in a cage.
Yes.
Think
Yeah.
flying
Yes.
in an illness.
Is an illness. Yes, perfect. And this is a different font. Like if you observe this one and then this one, you'll find the difference, right? Can you read this one too?
Sometimes only prayer will listen to.
You. It's you also. So great. So I hope that you guys get a kind of, different kind of calligraphy exposure to it. This is Akaida, gift of God, a kind of word. This is faith, reason, and so on. Let me
Yes,
show you some of
Vicham.
my other work. This is the kind of thread work which I have done on a piece of paper. You can see. And this is my 3D work, gold leaf plus texture art. You can see that it is not there, it is a 3D. So this is texture art. This is just a random one, but unfinished piece, I would say. It's just the print of leaves, but I had to complete it, which I didn't never get the time to. Then a kind of shade. This is again a canvas only. I was supposed to write something on it, but then again, it's a incomplete work. And let me show you more. This is a traditional art of like this is Islamic traditional art called as tehzeeb. And I have one more here. It. It. 'Is. 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 ' Okay, I don't know where it is. Let me show you more of the word. This is the name of one of the actor, Wahaj, in Gothic calligraphy. This is creative mind, inspire others. And this is just a random practice. This is the name again. Okay, let me show you something else. This is how Gothic calligraphy looks like. This is a calligram. The shapes are known as calligram. You'll find more of Gothic calligraphy in my notebooks because I personally love this calligraphy. Apart from Arabic calligraphy, I like doing Gothic calligraphy. So these are the names written in Arabic, not Arabic, in Gothic calligraphy. It's an old one. This calligraphy is quite old. Life is not about finding yourself. Life is about creating yourself. This is your Gothic calligraphy, and this is your brush pen calligraphy. If there is a hope, can you read this one? Can you read this one?
Mentally ill,
Mentally ill but totally chill. Okay, so you all have to be mentally ill, but you have to be chill. So these are just I just wanted to show you some of the words so that you can get to know what calligraphy exactly is. Okay. So let me finish it over here. Fine. So this is your Gothic calligraphy and this is your brush pen calligraphy. Now let's talk about the calligraphy which we are going to learn. Okay. So that is called, let me write it over here. Simple writing. Here I'm using alcohol markers. Can you read this? How you are going to pronounce this one?
Fox.
ma'am, is it possible for you to change the mode of your mobile?
I was about to do it. Just give me a second. Is it good now?
Thank you so
Fox.
much, ma'am.
Ma'am,
Fox.
Fox.
Okay.
Fox.
Everyone, it's fox, right? No.
Maybe.
This
Yes,
is
ma'am.
not pronounced as fox. It is paw. Paw. Okay? Paw. It's not fox, it's paw. Paw means fake, imitating something. Okay? Paw means fake. So what we are going to learn, we are going to learn brush pen calligraphy, but not exactly with the brush pen tools. Okay, I'll show you how brush pen looks like, but we are going to imitate that effect with our simple pen or pencil or any normal tip. Okay, before that, let me show you like this only. Take this. So this is kind of my normal handwriting, but when I am doing this calligraphy or for calligraphy, let's say for calligraphy, there's so many effects you can choose accordingly. Okay, this is a very random one I have chosen. So now see, this is my normal handwriting and this is what I have done calligraphy over here. So now everyone, please do grab one piece of paper along with ruler and a pencil or pen will work. Okay. So yes, please to grab it fast. Are you guys ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, great. So let's proceed. Draw one straight line, then give some space, then draw one more, and this time do not give the exact space you have given over here. So just reduce it. Find something like this, like three lines, three parallel lines. One and two will have a good space between each other, and 2 and 3 will have the half of it. Okay. So we are going to start with a basic stroke so that you it will help you to make the letters. First stroke, which is known as upstroke. Okay, upstroke. So what upstroke is? It means you can understand it by the name only that it is going up. If you are going up, then it's a upstroke. Like here. A simple line. You don't have to do anything else in it. It's just a simple line, which is going up. Okay? This is known as your upstroke. Write it. Upstroke. This is your first stroke. You just have to start it from this point and then you have to go up, 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 and up. Okay, so this is your upstroke. Now, after upstroke, we have downstroke. Now, again, by the name only you will get it. What is downstroke? That you are coming down this time, okay, downwards. So, this is your second stroke. We started from this point for upstroke. Now, for downstroke, we will come down from there. Okay, like this. And downstrokes are always thick. Downstrokes are always thick. Okay, it means that you need to make it thick because we are using a normal pencil and pen or maybe a marker. So just make sure that when you are coming downward, just make that stroke thick. Now you have two choices. You can fill the gap inside and make it look like this, or else you can just leave the gap like this. And it is not necessary that you have to make it cursive. You can make it straight also. So now this time our starting point was from there. This is your downstroke. Okay, upstroke and then your downstroke. Now let's learn the third one, which is your overturn. Overturn. Overturn is something which looks like this. You have to start from here, then you'll go up, 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 then curve, and then down. Now, please do understand this one. When you are going up, your stroke will be thin. Upstrokes are always thin strokes. Let me write it over here. Thin stroke. And downstrokes are always thick strokes. Okay? Now, overturn, we have started it from this place, from upstroke. So, we are going up, 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 up. Then, from here, transition happen. What is transition? Transition is the middle point, okay? Middle point of that stroke. So, this is transition point here. So, from that transition point, what we will do, we will make it thick, like this. Because now from this point our downstroke started. We are coming down. Clear? So now make sure that you are giving the transition point correctly, otherwise your stroke will be okay. Let me show you again. You can leave the space over here or else you can fill it up. When I say transition point, this doesn't mean that you can make it like this. Okay, this is the wrong way to make it because see, our thin stroke is quite thin, but when it comes to thick, it is way too much, right? Also, the space over here and here is almost equal. So, if you want to do some, if you want to make some dramatical characters, then it is totally fine. But if you want to go for the subtle way, like the normal one, then make sure that you are not giving too much thickness to it. Okay. Also, the transition point of this particular stroke was here. This is the transition point, right? But what I did, I have not followed it, right? So this is the wrong stroke. Again, if you make something like this, then again it is wrong. Why? Because the transition point is not this one. The transition point was from here. Okay? So this is wrong again. So make sure that you are giving the transition point correctly. Otherwise, your whole shape will be ruined. Okay? Now, this was your overturn. Combination of your thin and thick stroke. Please mute yourself. This mic is on. Please do mute it. Let's move to the fourth one. I hope you guys are able to understand it. Is it clear till here?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now the fourth one is your underturn. Underturn is just opposite of your overturn. See, now from above I am coming down. So my starting point was this, and here my starting point was this, right? My starting point was this in overturn, but in underturn, my starting point is from here. So when I am coming down, it means that it will be my downstroke. And where is my transition? So this is my transition, the midpoint, okay? And then you have to connect it. One more thing I would like to add over here, like how you are going to do this transition point connection. You can't make it like this. For example, here my transition is happening, and what you did, you make it like this. This is not how we connect it, okay? This will be wrong. But if you like, what you have to do, this is your underturn. Here your transition is happening. So from the starting part, it will be thick, but slowly you will contract it. Okay, you'll make it thin. Fine. Don't make it something like this. Just because transition point is here, do not maintain that particular thickness all over the stroke. Okay, calligraphy is basically, a game of thin and thick strokes. It's all about thin and thick strokes. So you need to master these. Once you learn these basic strokes, you can easily make the alphabets. Fine, which we will do on next day. Today we will learn the basics. I hope my screen is clear to you. Let me know, everyone. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, great. So this is your underturn. Now the fourth one. So you can make the guideline again. 3 lines, as I have mentioned earlier. You can do the same thing. Here I'm not making the lines again. So this is fourth. Now fifth one is your compound curve. Is your compound curve. Compound curve is kind of a mixture of your overturn and underturn. Okay, it's a mixture of your overturn and underturn. When you combine these two, you'll get the compound curve. How? So first, let's make the underturn, overturn till here. Now add the underturn. Okay, let me make it again. Smoothly, like this. Okay, so this is how you are going to make the compound curve. So see, our starting point was this, and when we are going up, 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 then transition happened. Then we are coming downwards. Then again transition happened, and then again we are going up. So basically, all we have to do is thick this particular part, not the whole stroke. This particular part, because in overturn this part was thick, in underturn this part was thick, and when we combine both of them, then only this part will be thick. So suppose from here I'm coming down. One more thing, let me tell you regarding the strokes. We need to balance it. Okay, we need to balance it. For example, I'm making A, or just say that I'm making N, because now you have both the strokes for N, downstrokes and overturn. So if you combine these two, you will get N. So this is my downstroke, and then from here I am making my overturn. So suppose that here what happened, that from this particular part, transition point, you have made it way too thin. Okay, way too thin. Then it will be wrong, because here the thickness is quite like this is quite thick, but here it is quite thin. So you need to maintain the thickness also. For example, if you have made your stroke something like this, then how you are going to give the thickness inside? It will again messed up, because then the thin part will be not stand out a lot. So now what you can do, it is not compulsory that always you have to give the thickness from inside, but you can do it from the outside as well, to balance, okay, to balance it. Got it? So you can give the thickness from inside as well as from outside, just to maintain your letter. Is it clear? Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, great. So let's move ahead. Now, compound curve, we were talking about this. So let me make it one more time. Now, from this place, just see that you have to maintain the thickness, okay? Both the sides should be equal. So this is your compound curve. The starting point is this, then we are going up, 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 then down, and then again up. So our ending point is this. The name of this stroke is compound curve. Compound curve. Okay, this is your fifth stroke. Now let's learn the sixth stroke, which is your normal oval. All you have to do is just make one oval shape. And then you need to give the thickness. So our starting point was this. We started it from there. So our starting point is this. So this is a transition. Then again, this is a transition point. From this, we will start making the stroke thick, and then we'll combine it to the next part. Again, this is our transition point, and this is how you're going to make it. Let me take it now. You can leave the space as I have mentioned in all the other strokes, or else you can fill it up. So let me fill this one. You have two choices, or else you can be more creative and add it with other colors. So it will look like this. Okay, this is your simple oval stroke. I hope I'm making sense here and you guys are able to understand it. Now, the seventh stroke is your ascender. Ascender stroke. This stroke you are going to use for your tall letters. Tall letters, I mean by B, D, F, okay, all the H, all the letters which are going up, okay, which are uh, exceeding this particular part, these two lines. Okay, we have one more line exactly same as the last one here. So I'll make the lines also for you, don't worry. So this one, you need to make the loop first. How? And then downwards. That's all. Now, our starting point was this. So we are going up, 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 up. Transition happened from this point, we are coming down, 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 and here. Done. Now, if you make this stroke plus your overturn here, then you will get what you will get. Tell me, which letter is this? Which letter is this?
H.
Yes. So you have combined these strokes and made the letters. Fine. Downstroke plus overturn, this ascender stroke plus overturn, and you get the letter. So let me make it again here. Start from this point, you'll go up, then you'll come down and here. And because transition was happening over here, so you will make it thick from that point, and here you go. Okay, this is your ascender loop. Now for descender loop, for the letters like G and Z, Y, for that what you have to do, just make the opposite, turn it. This is your descenders loop. For this, now our starting point will be from here, from this part, and again a loop. Now because our starting point from here, so it means that we are coming down, 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 and then transition happened, and then it is going up. So only this part will be the thick part. Let me make it again. From this part, okay, see, this is your transition point. Suppose the loop is way too big. So what you can do, from this time I have made this thickness from outside of the stroke. But in case your loop is way too big, so what you can do, you can make that thickness from inside. Okay, you have to manage this space accordingly. So this time I'm making the loop little bit bigger like this. So see, this is not looking good. And if you made this from outside, then still the loop will stay like a huge one, humongous. So what you can do, this time you can make the loop from inside like this, to manage the space. Also, if you feel that no, the loop is still too much and I wanted to make the Y a little bit more thick, so you can add one more layer over here. And you can add the thickness, you can leave it, or you can add the color inside of it. Fine. Now, if you wanted to make your Y, then you have the descender loop. All you have to do is just add your underturn. Okay, underturn. Here is my underturn with the thickness, and then here is my descender loop. This is a random one, so it is not way too clean. But yeah, you can get the idea, right? Okay, so you'll get your Y. So with the descender loops, congratulations. Now you have learned all the basic strokes. Let me know if you guys face any difficulty. or any particular stroke you want me to repeat. Any question?
It's clear to me.
Clear to you? Okay, great. Amrita ji and Minakshi ji. Minakshi ji, right?
Ma'am, it's clear.
Yes,
Ma'am,
ma'am.
it's clear.
Clear. Okay, great. So now let me tell you how to make these guidelines. Then you will need a ruler, scale, color, icon. There is no particular measurement for this, okay? There is no particular measurement. First line, then leave some space, not too much, just a little bit. Another parallel line, then leave good amount of space like this. Then maintain the space like this much if you have given over there, then you have to give the same exactly here too. This is the first line is your ascenders line. The last line is your descenders line. Last line is your descenders line. After ascender, we have mean. And this one is your baseline. Okay, sorry, this is descenders line. You can write the full spelling over here. I am just right. Okay, let me write it. Ascender, mean, baseline, and descender. Okay. So these are the lines. Suppose this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, and this is 4. So 1, 2, 3 is for your tall letters. Like, let me write ABCD. Okay, this is your ABCD. A will go in your mean and base. Let me give the color so that it will be more comfortable for you guys to understand. For mean and base, I'm choosing the red color. For your ascender to descender, sorry, ascender to base, I'm choosing blue color. And for your this mean to descender, I'm choosing orange color. Okay. So let me mark these accordingly. So A will go in your mean to base. Basically, divide them in a group. But as I have to be very fast over here, so I'm not going very deep into it. So these are the letters which we will use between M and B. Okay, mean and base. Now, when it comes to ascender, then in ascender, all the tall letters A, D, F, H, K, L. Okay, T. Then for the letters which are coming from mean to descender will be F will also go there. G, J, P, Q, Y, and Z. If you want, you can take the screenshot. Clear? So suppose I have to make the letter B. Suppose letter A. So for that, now I have learned the basic stroke. So first I will make one oval shape. Okay, one oval shape. And then I will add one thick stroke. Now thick stroke, make it little bit curvy because in our letters we always give this exit stroke. That exit stroke is for the connection. Downstroke plus this exit stroke. Now make it thick. Like this. So here you have your E. And accordingly you can make your all the letters with the basic strokes which we have learned. Okay. So now you know how to make the guideline. You have divided the letters into three groups and you also know basic strokes. Now in the next class, what we will learn? We will learn to write one quote. So before that, please do a lot of practice. Give a good hand in your practice, okay? And then we will write it tomorrow. Before that, we have when we start calligraphy or painting or anything which requires our hand movement a lot, we do hand drills. Okay, we do hand drills, but here because I have only 1 hour, so I have not mentioned those hand drills over here. Apart from this, if you guys have any question regarding strokes or anything while practicing, then you can ask me. I don't know if ma'am have mentioned my number in the group or not. Do you guys have my number in the group?
No, ma'am.
Okay, so let me write it over here. If you guys face any problem during the practice session, then you can connect with me. Okay, this is my number 9073719777. Okay, 9073719777. Also, as now you have my number, please do share your feedback. Okay, of today's session, how you liked it and all. Please do mention that on this number. My name is Afreen. If you have any doubt, you can also ask your ma'am, Babita ma'am. Okay, you can ask her too. She will convey that message to me. So, how was
Okay.
the session? Did you learn something new? Did you find it interesting?
Yes, ma'am.
Great. I hope you guys have enjoyed it.
Yeah, ma'am. Very much.
Thank you. Means a lot. Yes, Minakshi ji, your hand was raised. Any question you have?
Ma'am, I will ask after doing practice if
Okay,
I
sure.
will find any kind of problem.
Sure, sure, sure. Anytime you can text me. Okay. Okay, guys. So I am
Ma'am, do you
concluding.
have these alphabets uh, paper? Any?
Sorry, come again.
Ma'am, any samples for every alphabets?
Okay, for that, okay, I'll share one picture with ma'am. Okay, so that she can send it in the group.
Ma'am, kindly share the picture of all the alphabets so that it will be easy for us to make it like that
Sure, sure. I will
and
send
do
it.
the practice.
I'll send that picture to ma'am. Okay, so that she can send it
And
in the
then
group.
while you are talking about calligraphy, so ma'am, is it different for the capital and small letters, or for both
Capital
it is
letters are
same?
quite easy actually. Yeah, capital letters are quite easy. So our basic focus was on this small letters. In even in
Okay.
other calligraphy also. First we learn the small letters and then we go to the capital one.
Okay. So ma'am, kindly share the picture of both so that we will learn and we will come with the queries tomorrow.
Sure, sure, sure. I will send it to you. Okay. So tomorrow be ready with the colors too, so that we can write a good code.
Ma'am, like this is a downstroke, and we have to do like
Pick-
highlighted it. But
Yes.
sometimes the alphabets are like round. I see some videos of calligraphy that they round it. Sometimes it is like cursive writing.
Yeah, I
Then
told you in the starting that you can make it both the ways. Like you can make this letters straight, or else you can make them little, you know, slighted, like you did in cursive handwriting. Okay.
and during cursive writing, we also need to highlight downstrokes and upstrokes.
Yes, downstrokes will always be thick. Just remember this thing.
Yes. Okay.
Downstrokes are always thick. Whenever you're
Ma'am,
making downstrokes, just make
could
it
you
thick.
tell me something about like nowadays cursive writing is very popular among the students of English medium. So,
Yes.
ma'am, at at the at our time when we were in school, at that time it was not as much popular. So, ma'am, is there any kind of difference between calligraphy and cursive, or both are in the similar state?
Cursive handwriting is your calligraphy. Like when you are not writing normally, the normal handwriting, you are not writing in that form, and you are doing something extra. You are making your letters looking, stand out. Then that is your calligraphy. So cursive handwriting is, by the way, cursive is a kind of form which comes under handwriting. But yes, of course, you can count that too in your calligraphy.
So, ma'am, that means that it is a part of calligraphy, right?
Yes,
Because in calligraphy, as you told, that we can color also in that kind of space, whatever the space we made, thick
this
space,
space,
thin
the
space.
thick one.
Yes, ma'am. But
You
I
can
think
also
in
you
cursive, we cannot make any kind of coloring there
yeah, because
because.
in cursive we do not add the thick strokes. Let me show you the brush pen. This the imitation we are doing over here.
So, ma'am, that means cursive writing is only the category of calligraphy, right?
Uh, Not exactly, but yes, you can count it. Because in cursive handwriting, we do not add any particular stroke into it. Okay, it's just the way we are writing without any thick and thin stroke. It's just one stroke which we are following throughout the script. Okay, but that
Ma'am, one more
cursive
thing I would
stroke,
like to request you,
yeah,
ma'am, apart from this calligraphy, uh, could you give us your 10 minutes tomorrow for cursive, if
so
you can?
cursive, so cursive. Okay, I'll teach you in the session only. Okay,
Ma'am,
Yes,
what
ma'am.
is the best tool for calligraphy?
best
Ma'am,
tool.
I request you at the starting of the meeting, could you give your 10 minutes for the cursive so that
Yeah, sure.
it
I
will
will try
help
my
us?
best to give you time for cursive handwriting. Okay.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you
You
so
seem to
much.
be very interested in calligraphy.
Yeah, ma'am. Ma'am, what
That's
is
very
the
good.
best tool for calligraphy?
Okay,
Like
so
now we are
hmm,
highlighting something, but I see that without highlighting, only with the pen, the things are happen
yeah.
during
So see,
downstrokes.
these are the tools which you can use. There are so many brands
Okay.
into this. So
Okay.
the easily available one is your domes, and it is quite good too. The tip is thick, so you can use this one. Other than this, we have this Camlin, so this brush pens and other. So this is how your brush pen looks like.
Pen
Can you
brush.
see it?
Okay.
This is how your brush pen looks like. So
Yes,
what
ma'am.
we are doing over here, giving thin and thick strokes, when we are doing this, it's like calligraphy from the actual tool, brush pen, then how we do it? I think I have space over here. So see, downstroke will be thick. It's just the matter of pressure which you give on this particular tool. Also, calligraphy is full of patience, guys. It's full of patience. Do you guys know that it is also known as a therapy? Calligraphy is a kind of therapy too, and it really helps. Trust me, because it helped me a lot. So see now this A with this simple tool, you don't have to give a stroke here and there. So this is how it works.
Mm.
Basically, what we are doing over there, this one, we are imitating brush pen calligraphy. Okay. So this is a total
Yes.
different ball game, by the way, because the giving pressure correctly and all, you need to learn this thing. But currently, we are doing the for calligraphy. So see, this is the kind of a course which requires at least 5 days to learn it completely. The for calligraphy only. And for brush pen calligraphy, there are so many techniques, so many blending techniques. Like you can give shade in the particular letter, you can make the background, and there's so many other stuff, which is
Yeah, ma'am.
kind of 7 days course. Okay, but
With brush pen, it looks more beautiful.
sorry.
Ma'am, brush pen, it look more beautiful.
Yeah, because that is what the natural process is. Here, what we are doing, we are imitating it with the
Yeah, ma'am.
pen, okay, pen or pencil. So, let me tell you one more thing. For calligraphy is something which you use in, like, if you have to make a beautiful calligraphy, okay, a quotation or something on a canvas. So you can't directly use the brush pen over there. You need to first make it with the pencil or maybe with the pen or something like that, right? So for that, we do this for calligraphy on canvas, or maybe you're making something on t-shirt. Then again, we can't go for the brush pen. Though we have some options nowadays in market, that is your acrylic markers like this one. This one is for your broadish calligraphy. Though I have never used it. I have this pen from like quite a long time, but I have never used it. So that's a different thing. But yeah, acrylic markers are there in the market, which we marker not brush pen, which we can use directly on the canvas or on the t-shirt or a bag and other stuff. But apart from this, normally when artists are doing making some artwork, they go for this for calligraphy. For calligraphy is not limited to your brush pen calligraphy. You can imitate any calligraphy. Okay. Any other question?
No, ma'am.
Ma'am,
Thank you, ma'am. Kindly share the pictures.
Sure, sure. I will do. I will share it in the group, or not in the group. I will share it with ma'am. Okay, and she will share it to you. Else, if you have any query, you can connect with me, or you can convey your message to ma'am. Okay. Okay, ma'am.
ma'am, how can we learn the brush pen calligraphy?
It's a
Is there
seven
any
days
classes?
course basically. It's a 7 days course.
Okay.
Brush pen
Okay.
calligraphy is a 7 days. For calligraphy is 5 days course.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay.
So the classes are there.
Classes for the particular course, like I provide this because I'm a calligrapher. So I provide this
Okay.
course, but not from the academy, because in academy we have only 2 classes for you guys in your this advanced handwriting. You are
So
doing
we
this
have to
course in
connect you
advanced.
personally. For that, we have to connect personally.
Yeah. I provide the classes for school going, college going students too. So if you guys are interested, you can connect with me for the fully course. Otherwise, you are also getting, kind of the gist in this course too. Any other question you guys have, you can ask. All clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Great, everyone. So it was a really, really, really lovely session with you all. I personally have enjoyed and loved answering your questions. So I would love to see your work. Please do share it in the group and ask ma'am to send it to me. Okay?
Yes,
Or
ma'am.
else please you can send it to me too. But yeah, please do share your feedback. Do not forget that thing. Okay? Do share your
Ma'am, I
feedback. My name
tried
is Afri.
copying you what you taught today, and I shared it with you on WhatsApp.
Oh, okay, then I'll check it later on.
Sure, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay, everyone. Thank you so much for joining. Hope to see you again tomorrow. So, yeah, take care. Do share your feedback,
Thank you,
okay?
ma'am.
My name is
Okay, ma'am.
Afrin. And yeah, that's all. Thank you, guys.
Thank
Bye.
you, ma'am. Thank you so
Thank you,
much.
ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.